for the Clippers is this takes the chance that he opts out and signs elsewhere down to close to 0%. But the more important part of it is probably year one of Kawhi and Paul George ended in failure. Year two of Kawhi and Paul George ended in disappointment, mostly I think people feel due to injury. And year three, they are going to be in a dogfight to make the playoffs if he is out for the majority of the year. And so you can't write the year off as a whole as of yet, but I think if you're a Clippers fan, this is devastating news, like flatly. And I think it puts them, you look around the Western Conference and you're like, okay, so Phoenix isn't going anywhere. The Lakers will be better. I would imagine Dallas is on the upswing. Golden State will be back in some form or fashion. Denver gets Jamal Murray back. I hesitate to even include Utah, but they'll at least be a good regular season team. Like who is falling backwards? Portland maybe if they have to trade Dame, but it gets tough quick out west. I think this is a heartbreaking news if you're a Clippers fan.
All right, Nick, there's a lot to unpack there because a lot of people, when you said they'll struggle to make the playoffs, people are probably initially saying, hold on, they beat Utah twice without Kawhi. They played Phoenix tough without Kawhi. But here's what people may not realize. They're going to have a heck of a time bringing back Reggie Jackson. They can only start him
Correct.
at $10 million a year. And so if they lose Reggie Jackson, who was their second best player in the playoffs, now you are looking at a different team. So, yeah, without Kawhi, it's going to be tough. And as you said, it could be 6 months. Spencer Dinwiddie, same injury and surgery, was ready to play or cleared by doctors after 6 months. Rajon Rondo, now back a few years, 2013, he missed a full year almost, 11 months with the same injury. So he's going to be somewhere in there. But to your point, Kawhi takes a while. Here's what I want to say. Let's look at this situation from 3 different perspectives. First, if I'm another team, okay, let's say Kawhi opts out thinking, hey, Kevin Durant was on an Achilles injury, and he still got the max deal. Kawhi Leonard is different from Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant had injuries, but not like Kawhi. He didn't have mysterious injuries where you wondered, is he really hurt? How hurt is he? He just had injuries where he had to sit out. So there was no doubt that he would come back and be fine. Kawhi has been injury prone. He's only played more than 70 games 2 times in his 10-year career. He hasn't played more than 60 games in the last 4 years. I said it, Nick, a while ago. He's an old 30. And so if I'm another team, I'm going to be honest. I'm not throwing the max at Kawhi Leonard if he opted out this summer because I can't guarantee he's going to come back and be a superstar who plays 70 games a season. Now, if I'm Kawhi, I think he wanted to stay with the Clippers anyway, but now I'm saying to the Clippers, let's go ahead and do this long-term deal. All right, I'm going to opt out and let's do the long-term deal. Or I'm going to opt in, give me the extension, let's get that money settled. I'm here, let's build it. All right, if I'm the Clippers, the third perspective, I'm hoping that Kawhi Leonard opts in. I'm hoping he opts in and out of fear says, okay, let me just make this $36 million and then get my max money after this deal, show I'm back. And I'm the Clippers. I want to watch him. I want to watch the rehab. I want to see how hard he's working. I want to see where his mental is at. I want to watch this when he comes back. What's he look like before he comes back? I want to see, or when he comes back, I want to see all of that before I extend him. Clippers are in a tough position because if Kawhi opts out and wants them to sign him long term, that is a risk.
That's a risk. Yeah, I mean, heck, yeah, and you know his mindset, his mentality. Kawhi's the type of dude, say, if I don't get what I want, I might be sitting in that $20 million home on the beach just waiting for somebody else to call. Like, I'm okay. He is okay. Look, it sucks. This is brutal news. And if you're a Clippers fan, if you're in that organization, this is bittersweet. It's bittersweet because, you know, Kawhi's not going anywhere. So that's the sweet part. He's not going anywhere. He can't go anywhere. When you're hurt and you're injured, your value is at its lowest point. Nobody else wants you. The only team that's going to accept you is the team that you're already on. So that's the sweet part. The bitter part is this. It's over. You know, we're talking about a guy, like you said, Chris, old 30. We're at 26, 27, he was embracing load management. We're talking about his mindset, how he takes care of his body, and he's sensitive to, like, I can't come back until I'm 100%. But here's the thing as an aging player. You're going to be strong. Your muscles are still there. So the hardware, the muscles, the structure is there. But when you start having injuries and when you start having surgeries, all you're working on is the software. When you see Tom Brady working out, posting their videos, or even LeBron James, they're on Bosey balls, they're doing bands. You don't see them, workout after workout, lifting weights. That doesn't matter anymore. All they're trying to do is maintain. Every day when you wake up as a player, all you're trying to do is make sure, let me make sure this quad is on. I got to make sure this quad is firing because that's going to take pressure off of my knee. That's what they're doing. So that is the trick. That is the name of the game. So now you got Kawhi Leonard, who's already dealing with things. He's already having knee issues. And when you start having more injuries and more surgeries, other things start to run up the chain or down the chain. Ankles, hips, lower back. So this is going to be interesting. Is he going to go back to embracing load management? Well, as a player too, you also start thinking like, oh, how do I get to my goal? 4 more years, 5 more years, 6 more years. That's in his head now. So this is a bittersweet moment for the Clippers. I don't see them competing at a high level anymore.
All right, I think he would 100% should have embraced load management if this issue never even happened. Everyone got up in arms because stars started to miss some nationally televised game, and then the league had to come down and start fining people. It's a bunch of hogwash. I think after the pendulum has swung back now, especially after LeBron's tweet, like, hey, I told you guys we need to expand, either take more days off or extend All-Star or whatever have you. So I think the idea of the league, fans, or management in the NBA complaining about load management is DOA. It's done. I think players are going to trend more towards Brassard. It is. It's just the way it is. I know. When we were growing up, Michael Jordan played 82 games after 36 holes of golf, and he would bring his golf club actually onto the thing. Like, it just doesn't matter. It's just not the way we are. It's the same way pitchers in 1900 used to pitch 36 innings.
Oh,
that's a fair point. I'm sure there's some sites. That's actually not. Maybe.
Adam Silver said that. Adam Silver said that. Look at the low management.
You're the guy who wants to cut the season down. I know, but Chris, you were talking about cutting the season down. So that's a version. So basically, the league is not going to do it, so Kawhi can do it himself.
Hold on.